I think it's great to be partnered with another Alberta-based company who shares a lot of the same values and beliefs as us. Our team's looking to represent not only Alberta, but Canada. And I think just the privilege of being able to wear the red and white and put on that maple leaf is definitely what we're chasing. And hopefully that for us means a couple of world championships and culminating in the 26 Olympics in Italy. I think you need to be active and engaged in your community. You need to be a positive model for all the kids coming up, playing whatever sport they're competitive in. And I think all of us on this team are really striving to be, not only good teammates to each other on the ice, but hopefully also real good ambassadors for curling and sport as a whole off the ice.
They have a great family there and a great team. A lot of the same qualities that we have, just teamwork, working hard to get the job done, and helping out each other along the way. So I think that as we continue to work with ATB over the next 4 years, you're going to see a lot of those qualities come through in our curling team.
The people at ATB have been great to me. I've met a whole whack of them over the last 9 seasons. Great people, they do a ton of stuff in the communities. They brought me into a lot of local communities as well, where I've got to meet even some of their clients and brand representatives.
We feel very fortunate to be partnered with a company that gives so much to Alberta and small town Alberta, being born and raised here in this wonderful province, and being partnered with a brand like them means the world to me. Being able to be involved with a company that gives so much to the grassroots. Even during the COVID years, they created 2 World Curling Tour events that we could play in. And just seeing their passion to give back to this wonderful province is one of the reasons we feel so fortunate to be partnered with them.
Aztec Safety. This must be the place, boys.
That's about right. Looks like this is where the engineers hang out. Nice spot.
Here's something else that's cool under pressure.
Great tour, but where's our man Brett?
I don't know. All right, normally he's bailing me out. Roll reversal, baby, there he is. Rescue mode.
Putting out fires for these guys already.
Oh, is this supposed to be a cutter? I'm not sure. Yeah, I thought there were two.
Good evening, and welcome to, I gotta count this out, Draw 7 of the Okotoks ATB Classic 2023 edition. I am Daniel Babola, and I'm joined here with Glennis Backer today. And today we're in the C event. We are featuring Team Lee from Korea versus Team Parent, local team here from Alberta. And don't know if we have anybody tuning in from Korea. It is quite early in the morning there on Saturday. Some people might just be waking up and tuning into this. And as Glenna said, annyeonghaseyo to anybody in Korea who might be watching this right now.
Hopefully we're not butchering that
I hope it's not too bad, and that's about the limit of our
Google search.
Yeah, that's about the limit of our Korean there, so we'll spare
Mine's
you
good.
guys. So again, this is a C event going on here, which means loser is eliminated. Winner has still a long way to go. A few wins ahead of them if they want to advance to playoffs here.
Okay. Yeah, right off.
And just some brief intel. We had very brief intel about these two teams prior to this stream.
Yeah, that's how we roll here.
4-8.
Yeah.
So I understand that this Lee team is a junior team.
Yes, they are a junior team out of Korea, and it's sort of funny. Mike Libis, the manager here at the Okotoks Curling Club and the organizer of this event, taking registrations, received a registration early on from a Lee team in Korea, and then kind of didn't hear anything from them. We kind of wondered for a while if this team actually existed, and they kind of showed up just a couple of days before the spiel looking to throw some rocks, and we were quite relieved that we knew that they were real and we weren't being catfished here. But
so I'm curious, how would they even know to apply for this spiel as a junior team?
Well, it's on the websites. They would follow. There are quite a few curlers in Korea, and they would have knowledge of where to go, either through Curling Zone, through our own website. There's a few of them that list the bond spiels, and they basically would have registered there. Found us that way. So Team Parent has the hammer here in this end. And on the button right now behind cover, looking at putting one on top of that one right there.
Looks like, yep.
So can we tell the audience where Team Parent is from?
Hard.
Yes.
Hard. Get it in.
They're
Hard.
from all over southern Alberta.
Get it in. Get it in.
Yeah,
Very
they
nice.
are a local team. Jamie Balance is actually throws rocks here at the club. He's
Nice.
the second on the team.
Okay. And did you have to have a certain number of points on a tour to qualify for this bonspiel, or how does that work?
You have to be one of the first 24 to register with $1,500, and that's how you get in. Yeah, we have a very strict criteria here at Okotoks.
라인 괜찮아. 라인 스쿼트. 재범이 형. T1. 웨이트. 오, 형.
Well, we have looks like some family of the parent team tuning in from all corners of the province here. We know that this parent team actually has quite a bit of an in-house following, and we do want to remind anybody that's in the greater Okotoks area that you can come down, purchase tickets, and view the games going on live. We do have 6 games going on right now. We will have another 6 going on at 7:30. We do have draws throughout the day tomorrow. There's only a single game being played on the morning draw at 9 a.m., but then multiple games on the remaining 3 draws of the day tomorrow. And this does end on Sunday afternoon.
Green.
So comments here from Lisa Parent. I'm curious, Lisa, if you are in fact the Lisa Parent from ladies curling. I know a Lisa parent that went to the Scotties. You can comment to see if I have the right Lisa parent. If this is one of your sons out here playing.
So soft.
I'm going to guess that that is the sister of Ryan Parent.
Oh.
Yeah.
방수
That's currently there, but has done a fair bit of competitive curling. Taking a year off to focus on her career.
오케이.
Okay, I'm going to have to Google that. Yes, that's my son. Ha ha! Thank you, Lisa. You owe me a drink.
와이스백 괜찮아.
I think-
있어 보여. 너무 바깥이다. 세 보여.
I may be out of touch for a few years. Yes, I went to the Scotties last year.
Carol. 그렇죠.
Nice chatting with you, Lisa.
All right. And Team Lee is surrounding the shot stone. Sitting second and third, but Team Parent has hammer.
Yeah. Same weight.
Just looking at, looks like they're looking at possibly freezing to the
Shot rock?
Call for a freeze? Is it shot rock, or are they freezing the second
no.
shot there? We'll see. We'll see what the result is here.
In.
This is James Ballanthorne, our local curler.
Oh, Tyler.
Trying to get it to curl now.
Oh, just let it stop at. Whoa.
Might be a little heavier than they intended this to be. Didn't think that. No.
Actually, let's give them some options.
Good opportunity for Lee, though, to capitalize on this. While we're
10초.
setting up in this first end here, we do want to thank our sponsors. You will see their names prominently displayed in our ice. Of course, we have ATB, the title sponsor. We also have Aztec Safety, Partners Development Group, Northern Mat and Bridge, and IHOP, of course. All contributing to this event, making this possible. We're greatly appreciative to them for that.
Oh, look at those guys. That is good sweeping form there.
Again, not exactly what they wanted to do there. And Parent presented Lee with an opportunity, and now Lee's given an opportunity back to Parent.
Like we could
Looking
play
for a
9
hit
sit
and roll.
4, but not yet.
You heard the comment there by Ryan. There is an opportunity to sit 4. However,
Good patience.
yeah, want to be patient with that. If you imagine that, looking there at the, if they make that double, they would have a yellow rock that would be exposed, and then they don't want to give an opportunity back to Lee. Just looking for hack weight, quiet shot here. Taking a fair bit of ice. They would have had an opportunity to have a look at this path in practice. Tyler Powell here with the intern, hack weight, hit and roll, trying to end up behind cover.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean.
You like when you hear that clean,
Yep.
clean.
Yep.
Oh, I think it's going on him now.
Hard.
Oh,
Hard.
nice sweeping.
Hard.
Get that by.
It's going to be real close here. Great shot. Just, went a little further than they wanted, but it is behind cover.
It eliminates the in off that red by sitting there.
Yes. Lee's going to try and come down top button. We got a lot of rocks in play here for first end. Definitely no one's being conservative here. As alluded to earlier, we don't know much about this Lee team. I can tell you that Ryan Parent plays with a lot of rocks in play. Does sometimes result in some long games. Yes, Megan, curling can be a family affair. There's a lot of familiar ties
14초 8이야.
in curling.
효준아 그냥 둬야 돼.
I don't know if I hit that quite well to catch the other end, but I got 14 and a half for
14 and a half, and
Ice
that would have been, you know, that hit that rock that's rubbed off that rock that was just behind the buttons. Probably back 4 to back 8 weight on that, so it's definitely keen.
Back eight. Back
Kinda
eight.
what we've been seeing
Back eight.
throughout the
15-second
events.
ice.
Of, yeah. Again,
Which for first end is wonderful.
we've seen both teams here kind of not fully execute on the shots, kind of partly making their shots, but leaving the door open for the opponent. Somebody can capitalize here. It's going to be good. You know, one good shot here by Tyler Powell, third for Team Parent, and they can put Team Lee into quite a bit of trouble here. This is curling.
If they can tap this back, they're going to be sitting three.
Hard.
It's got a really good line.
Tap it.
Okay, taps
Nice.
it. Looks like yellow is...
Lisa Parent is asking about thoughts on junking up the first end.
Well, it's really a personal choice and how comfortable you are and what's your risk tolerance.
And you want to consider who you're playing against too, right? What your thoughts are on that.
Yeah. It's not right or wrong. You know, nothing's wrong if you make your shots. So that was a good outcome there. Parent is sitting 2 for sure, possibly 3. A little difficult to tell from that overhead view. It's pretty close, but they're liking the situation they're in.
So this is my first game watching the ice conditions. Do you think there is a little tap back on those 2 yellows on the outside of the ring or outside of the button?
There are. I imagine they're trying to cross the face on the yellow to sit at least get into a position. This is probably a multi-shot. This is over curled. What they were probably looking at is a setup shot. You know, if they can get inside the corner of that yellow rock that's.
Wow, do you think
the
that
right
picked or just not played that side of the shot?
I think that they.
Yeah.
I
like that.
didn't look like a pick to me. Looked like either a misjudged or misthrown rock.
Wow.
But
Do you think we're sitting 2 yellow
I
or
think he was just
3?
really light,
What's your
but
call?
I'm not sure. He was just light, right? Or is that a bad spot?
If I had to guess,
Well,
I'd say
yeah, 'cause
it's
he was only
3,
threw
but
like halfway
I
for
wouldn't
weight.
bet a lot of money on that one.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Try to curl it in more than that and get a piece of the button. Like pretty much just sweep to the pin is what you guys are doing. And we should be able to sit 4.
Okay, there you go. So they think they're sitting 3. Drawing in for 4.
Yep. The only thing they have to watch is they may end up pushing. They're doing the shot that Ryan described. They may end up pushing what is currently third shot out a little bit. But that would still be worth it to secure that 3 because it would block the path for Lee.
Hard!
Ooh, this is curling hard too.
They need it.
Wow. They're just not anticipating the break on that side yet.
Yeah.
That looked like really nice weight too.
여기서 2개만 줘야 돼. 노자하고 그냥 2개 줘야 돼. 어쩔 수가 없다 나. 그걸로. 안쪽은 힘들어. 지금 그냥 핵으로 노즈에 쳐. 이거. 그냥 밀기만 해야 돼. 그래도 일단 슈터는 여기 놔둬야 돼 무조건.
So the best that Korea could maybe hope for here
들어오는 킥으로 오긴 해야 돼.
is just try and squirt in. Do you think they can sit second? I'm not even sure if they can get shot off this.
There might be an opportunity. With the line they're calling, looks like they're throwing draw weight. With the way it curls, I think there is an opportunity. You know, if they threw maybe backline weight, they could probably cross the face of that yellow rock that's on the edge of the button.
He should have gotten a good read off of his first one, so.
This is the lead team, but Kim is throwing the final stone here.
얼마나 웨이트? 오! 플레이!
Clean.
오! 얍! 컬!
Here they come. This is going to be close. There you go, and it's.
I honestly think that's about the best they could have done.
Yeah, and they're just. I agree. I don't think they could have done much more than that.
I don't really the way to get one in there, is there?
It looks like the only way they can do that is to come off the red rock. Looking from the from behind the hack here, there's an opportunity perhaps to throw what would be coming from the center line side.
I don't think it's that risky.
Yeah, and he's saying that there doesn't seem to be risk to doing it this way.
Anyways, right? That's what I was thinking.
So he's trying to hit the
10-5,
the red rock that's on the edge of the 4-foot. Hit probably half the rock.
10-5 there.
It comes in towards center and probably hits the back of the red rock that Lee just threw. And he's saying there's not too much danger because he may end up moving one yellow rock, but probably the rock he throws ends up counting. Yeah. So he's sitting 2 now. There's a possibility for 3, but even if he doesn't quite nail this, it's
like 10-5 here.
Probably still going to get 2, just a different 2 than the ones he has right now. I definitely like the call here.
Little more.
He'd have to throw it pretty bad to hurt himself here.
Yeah, maybe the only risk is if they tick that top guard and come redirecting off that way.
Yep. Hard.
But that would be pretty bad.
Hard.
And he's close to doing it.
Hard. Oh no.
Oh, he got away with
And he
that.
got his 2. Yeah. All right. So team parent gets their 2 in the first end. Teams will have a quick chat about how they want to proceed.
So these are all the countries that are represented here this weekend.
Yes, we have.
That's impressive.
11 of the teams are from out of country. We have teams from China, Korea, Japan, Netherlands,
Germany,
Switzerland, Germany. Am I missing somebody? Someone's probably going to remind me if I am. Yeah, we had teams crossing the Atlantic and some crossing the Pacific to get here.
And these teams would be coming out here for several months, I'm assuming.
So some of them are. Some of them spend quite a bit of time here, you know, to get the competition. You know, you look at a lot of these other countries and you take the top team in some of these countries, and they obviously can compete with the best in the world, but the depth isn't there. You know, you go down a couple of teams, and it's a steep decline in the caliber of team, and not a knock against those teams. They're developing.
Line's great.
But as a result, some of these teams have to travel to get a variety of competition.
17.
Well, the curling programs in those countries some of those countries are pretty new. So
yes,
they come over here to learn and to develop and to bring home back to their clubs what they've learned.
You know, if you look at Europe now, they have a lot more events that were available, and they've come a long way. So there's now, you now have Canadian teams going over to Europe to get the early start on the season.
So it was interesting this afternoon seeing Dave Murdoch here and chatting with him for a bit. I think that's going to be exciting for our country. And
he's going to bring a interesting perspective.
Line's good.
He's,
Top 4 guys.
Obviously extremely accomplished curler himself, and did a lot of work for the UK program.
Yep. Hard.
We have parent.
Feather in the cap for Okotoks Curling Club.
Yeah.
He's moved to Okotoks.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
나오긴 나오는데 위치가 어디야 그거?
With parent being up 2.
핵이면 안 빠져.
And
핵이면 안
throwing first, they
빠져.
play the center line guard. Lee plays the
사이드로
corner
하나
guard.
가도 될 것 같아.
Textbook so far.
Yep, parent draws around. Just a reminder for anyone not familiar, who hasn't caught on yet, but we are playing with the no-tick rule here. And that applies to rocks on center line during the first 5 stones at the end. So with team parent having their yellow rock on the center line right now out of the rings, if Lee happens to move that rock, most of us are familiar with the free guard zone where you don't remove your opponent's guard from play, but if that rock that's on the center line just gets moved off of the center line, it's a violation, and the rock Brian gets to move that rock back, and Lee loses their shooter. So they're attempting to draw around a corner guard there. They crash on their own guard and roll in top house, second shot, but wide open. They do have to be a little careful not to hit it on the high side. That's the side that the broom is on there. Don't want to run it into their own yellow. Jamie Bounce thrown here. Ryan called for, not sure if that was a board weight signal or a control weight signal. I think that's meant board weight.
Yep.
I've got to watch on this.
He's a little tight to the broom here, and Ryan calling it right away. Sweepers are working it. They're holding it.
Hard, clean, nice.
Nice throw. That was a 10-second. So bumper. Nice bumper weight.
Yep. 오, 제법이야. 컬. Set.
Lee with the double, rolling for a really wide corner, but a corner nonetheless.
Peel.
and saying, do we want to deal with these corners or should we just get rid of them? Making it hard for Lee to score too. Ryan Parent would be happy conceding a point here. And getting Hammer back with a 1-point lead.
Change in strategy a little bit, right? From the first end.
Clean.
Yes.
Going defensive.
Yes.
Yep. Hard. Shot.
Roll towards that red one. He's going to get. Oh.
Oh,
And
that would have been sick.
That would have been sick.
Makes the double. Leaves it a very tight and wide corner. Yellow.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa. 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 Huh? Say.
And Lee just seems to be content playing this conservative. Lee's probably going to try and blank this end right now.
Let's go this way.
And Brian Parent may be okay with that and try and go for more of a force in the third end so that Ryan can then have Hammer in the fourth and try and retain that for the even ends.
Ethan!
So a question coming in from Lisa. Do you prefer one sweeper technique or two on hits? And our thoughts on directional sweeping.
9-8.
I think that in a lot of cases that second sweeper probably isn't adding too much.
That's what the research is showing.
Yeah. And so I think that if you can conserve a little bit of energy by just having one sweeper go, it makes a difference. You know, maybe if you're playing your once a week in a league game, sure, go ahead, use both sweepers. But you're in an event like this, you're playing, you could be playing a lot of ends, a lot of games. You know, if you can save a little bit of energy here or there, it's probably a good idea to do it. Now, that being said, you know, we all hear the skips sort of screaming at different pitches. Sometimes there's just the, sweep it, and then there's that extra level of scream. If you're that second sweeper and you hear that, you're like, well, maybe I should try to contribute to this. I mean,
and from a skipping perspective, it's nice. I still like to see both sweepers sweeping. It makes me feel like there's more of a chance that we're going to make that shot. But
yeah,
you like this?
Sorry, go
ahead. I don't mind it.
To answer the second part of the question, directional sweeping. It's a factor. You see the teams doing it. I think that I question some of the times that teams are just using it. You know, we talked about this in an earlier stream. You know, you've got somebody throwing a big weight hit and somebody's wide, and they're trying to get a rock started, and then, somebody's throwing firm weight. Yep. I think that's kind of useless. Where really you see a difference in the teams that they wait for a draw or maybe a quiet weight hit, like a hack weight, and they wait for that arc to happen, and then they carry it with the directional sweeping. I think that's where I'm seeing a difference. Now there may be people who disagree, and if you're in the comments and one sweeper is best,
I think if you're going to try the directional sweeping, I think you should spend some time with somebody that really knows how to do it properly. You see a lot of teams that try the directional and they're not effective with it, or if anything, they're sweeping on the wrong corner, right? Like there's
what I would suggest to learn if you're just trying to learn the basics of it. I know some of these teams get a little advanced with it, but if you're just trying to learn the basics with it, if you're out in practice, what I recommend, sounds a little odd, is find an old hair broom and go out and try and directionally sweep with that. Now that's going to exaggerate the effects of the directional sweeping, but it's going to show you the direction in which you should be aiming your broom if you're trying to keep a rock straight or trying to make it curl. The effects of a hair broom are going to be many times more what these competition brooms can, but if you're new to directional sweeping and you want to judge your technique, grab a hair broom, have somebody that you know is a consistent thrower, watch a few throws, see how much the rock curls without any sweeping, then try to directionally sweep. Whether you're holding it straight or making it curl, see the difference that makes, try to make the most difference as possible, and then when you switch to the competition brooms, you're not going to see anywhere near that effect, but you're going to know that you're using the right technique to do it.
Now, question, would there be videos out there from somebody like Ben Hebert? He should post some videos on how to do it properly.
I don't know if they exist. Maybe somebody in the comment section has seen them. But yeah, maybe somebody has worked on it. Scott seems to think that one sweeper is best.
So we're kind of shaping up for a blank hand.
Yes. Yes, we are. It's one of those things, I don't think either team minds it at this point. But you've got to figure one of them's got to be wrong with that strategy. Lee is still trying to hang on there. They're trying to get the roll and see if they can maybe get one just behind there. And did he get it? Oh, they're looking at it. I can't see because they're blocking.
Not in the. No, I don't think it's in.
Oh.
I think we're freezing regardless.
Oh, and Ryan's now going to try.
In, though. The white's not in. Look here. You can see it stick out. But we're freezing regardless, right? Yeah. I don't know.
So a good opportunity to try and force them to take one.
Yes.
You can if you freeze on there.
I don't think it's in, but I think we're just freezing regardless.
No risk to this?
I don't think so. Nah.
No.
Okay. Sorry? Okay. So let's do the same weight thing. Just when you back four. Okay.
Calling for back four, and their sweepers will make it perfect.
No, they're saying back four. Weiss is liking the line, so sweepers like the weight. Weiss likes the line, so you figure it's got to be close. Let's see. Lee sweeper trying to come out, and it's just going to be. It does probably eliminate the question of whether that rock is in or not.
웨이트 뭘로 올래? 노말! 웨이트!
Lee is trying the blank attempt here.
What a great opportunity as a junior team to be able to come over here and compete in this.
Yes.
정민아.
Trying to get this to curl. This is.
파이컬 정민아. 파이컬 내려온다.
And gets it.
Nice shot.
And so we have a blank, so parent remains up 2, playing 3.
Then
Lee will have hammer.
So give a shout out to my former second who's coaching a ladies team and competing in Beaumont this weekend. There's a lot of bonspiels going on this weekend by the sounds of it.
Yes.
Okay, line's good.
Here we have Ethan Drysdale throwing
Line's
lead
good.
for Team Parent.
Line's fine, Tyler. You don't have to.
And
shot.
just playing the tight guard. Some teams would go in here. Parent electing, you know, being up 2, but Parent electing to go in. So Parent really wants to force here. Or steal. They'll take the steal, but I think they're expecting the force.
셋! 핸들 조금 이시해요. 난 좀 약해 보여요. 약해.
And
나
Scott
그대로
wishing
가봐요. 최대한.
good luck to the U20
나
teams.
최대한 가봐.
Yeah, and we do have some.
Another bonspiel, the one in southern Alberta there. In Lethbridge. Looking at some of the other games here. We do have
Line's good. Line's good.
over on sheet 6, we have Libis versus Yanagasawa. Sheet 5, Morozumi versus Cap.
Line's good still. Line's good still. No, it's James.
Sheet
It's James.
4,
Yeah, James, a little bit.
is,
Nice shot.
Kui versus Goskins from Netherlands.
예, 공간이 돼,
Sheet
인턴.
3, Jakes versus Kleider. And on sheet 1, we
인턴,
have
형
Zhao
갔을 때
versus
인턴
Fei.
공간 돼요? 오케이. 라인 조금만 줄여줘요, 준아.
Parents lead is doing a
Silva,
great job of
Lee.
setting these ends up for him.
Yes. Tight guard, top 4. Great way to force or steal. Again, they're chasing and they're calling this tight. They don't want to hit that guard.
That was just underthrown.
Yeah, it was just way light.
재범이요.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Parent
don't know
trying
if
to
they-
sink another one here.
I don't know if they've been out that far, that wide. Caught him off guard a little bit. What are the ice conditions like in Okotoks? Well,
We're timing in the high 14s hog to hog, but you know, higher than 14 and a half for
Clean.
draws.
Yep,
Uh,
yep,
we've
yes.
it's like lots of movement.
We've been getting lots of movement. We've
we're
been getting
on the
over
guard.
4 feet.
Whoa, I don't know. Whoa,
Oh, and there you go.
that's not bad.
That was on the center line,
Yeah.
so that was the
Yeah, that
situation
will
you were
be-
talking about earlier.
Yeah, they just ticked the guard.
한번
Now,
이렇게
usually the team
가드가 이게 의미가 없어.
with
지금.
hammer, it doesn't have the
살짝
one,
바깥
the
때려서
rock on the center
세게
line,
만들어 놓고 가자.
but they did in this case.
어. 구십 90보다 좀 더
바로
두꺼워야
가라고
돼.
And run back double.
That's what it appears to be. Not sure on the turn
Push it.
selection here.
좀만 더 줘. 90보다 더 두꺼워야 돼.
assume he's calling for the out turn now with that. The thrower asking for a centimeter more ice there.
Whoa! Yeah. Go. Good shot.
That works out okay.
Yeah, removes 2 guards and leaves 2 corners. So 2 off the center line, now 2 corners. So favors, the guards are favoring Lee, but Parent, of course, still sitting top 4-foot shot rock, only rock in the rings.
Now you would have a choice here, right? You could hit one of the corners and roll to the center, to the guard position that he's currently calling for.
Line's good.
You can, of course, playing that roll off a hit for a guard, it's a pretty precise roll. Pretty precise roll,
Clean.
and
Clean.
I think Parent feels comfortable here with their draws, and they really want to get I feel like they really want to push the force here.
And perfect shot. That would be a
Brian's
perfect
not a
score.
conservative player usually. He wants to put the pressure on the young Koreans here.
Yep.
He was playing against Kui earlier today.
일단 그대로 와야 돼.
Stuffed it straight back.
a little bit of bad luck there.
Yeah.
That would actually be quite hard to do if you were trying to
Yeah, if
do
you were
that.
trying it, that'd be.
It's either hot
Real
guard or
Yes, Parent was playing against Kui earlier today,
Okay.
and they lost. It was a close game in the early part of the
even,
game.
like, halfway,
Actually, Parent had
right
an
here.
early lead, and every end looked like a skins game. There were so many rocks in play. Of course, Kui loves rocks in play. They, see, playing with 2 skips would love to mix it up. It was a very slow-paced game as well. Would have loved as a Ice Tech. We would have loved to have clocks on them for that game, but
Well, that is kind of Kui's forte.
yeah.
it's good. Line's good. Easy. Clean. Clean. Ethan close. Oh. Ethan. Hard.
Just want to overlap that a hair so he can't promote that redstone into the.
May have just done it. I'm trying to look from the hack.
I think he's accomplished that.
It might just be available, but you have very little room for error.
They could have brought that Yellowstone just a hair farther.
Yeah.
딱 보이는 만큼 맞으면 돼요.
But now they do have some cornerstones, so
앞에
they
걸려야
can
돼요.
promote that yellow in behind and open up the shot rock.
앞에 걸려도 돼요, 미안.
And looking at this Lee team, they have an interesting character on their backs, on their jackets, on the side of the jacket.
We were debating that. Is that a garlic or a dumpling?
Yeah, is it a garlic man or a dumpling man? We can't figure out, but if anybody in the comment sections has an opinion or knows this, would love to hear your thoughts on it.
Nice. Beautiful shot. So a bit of a sweeping error there. If they brought that Yellowstone a hair farther,
down more.
that shot would not have been there.
E5. Sure.
So on my team, we would call that a jump shot,
Yeah.
where you capitalize on an opponent's
Whoa.
mistake.
Ethan.
Oh.
Now parent is chasing.
Now it looks like,
Straight. Oh shit.
well, not.
Question for Dan. Would you rather have to sweep a rock with a slider on each foot or on your bare feet?
Hey. I think I would take the cold over the
Certain fall?
yeah. Yeah. When I'm risking frostbite or almost certainly breaking something, I'll take my chances with the frostbite. Just try and move fast enough to get off the ice when I'm done sweeping.
넌 줄 거면 안쪽으로 와야 돼. 그러면 안쪽으로 붙이면.
So now, again, a situation where you have a choice. You can come around either set of corner rocks. I like the choice they've made.
네. 좀 보여주세요, 형. 너무
Spread
들어가면 또
their rocks around a little bit.
Yeah, split the house.
라인 겟! 웨이트 겟! 웨이트 겟!
Sounds like line's good and weight's good. So
라인 정리. 이렇게. 계수가. 혈순아 계수가. 그렇지. 으쌰.
that was a good team result there.
Yeah, good weight. It is a little exposed from the hack.
So trying to.
Looks like a hit and roll attempt here.
Yeah. He has a nice looking shot coming in here.
Looks pretty good. Nice roll, and can they just a little bit rolling the back 4 foot for shot, and
it's exposed.
It is. It's exposed. You can see about half the rock, just over half the rock. But you do have to get the weight right here.
치고 좀 포풋까지 갈게. 노즈하면?
And they're
안쪽으로 가면.
Lee is going to end up behind the back line.
Yes.
Or sorry, behind the T line, I should say.
반대 좀 많이 갈게.
If he makes the shot, which is going to, Ryan is going to have a draw opportunity.
Which he will have to make good because Lee is sitting with hammer.
Yes. 3 is in play here for Lee. If he makes the shot.
Working on this one pretty hard.
그대로 와야 돼요.
Okay.
I think we're gonna. Looks like it leaves a pretty straightforward hit and
12초
roll.
8.
That rock is fully
연습이에요.
exposed.
He doesn't have a lot of real estate to roll to. Has to be fairly precise with this.
Yeah. It's looking at about rolling about 2 rocks worth. If you could kind of place it perfectly, probably wants to be just outside of the 4 foot when he's done, when he stops. Looked a little wide here on the release.
Yes, they're
And
sweeping
they are
hard
trying
for
to get it to curl. Actually tried to go for plan B here and just rolled a little too far. Yeah, just Ryan just came out a little wide.
So a draw to tie it up.
Yep. Still has to make it.
Right.
Needs to be full 8 foot.
아니면 형 썼던 인아웃으로 올래요. 안에 라인. 괜찮은 것 같게. 인아웃으로 오자.
Oh, they're discussing the turn.
정탁.
This is, the skip kind of came down.
저거 레드 절대 안 걸리지.
Broom holder wasn't even sure which turn he wanted to play, but
그럼 접어간다.
you can see he's taking a lot of ice here. That is a high corner,
일반.
mid-length corner guard. It probably won't come into play, but can't afford to be full here. Can't
This
afford to be
is-
wide of the broom.
This is where they played that earlier draw and they ended up as a center line
And he's,
guard.
as I say that, he's throwing it a little tight. They're on it right away for line.
라인 이거 상관없어. ATB 무조건. 4초 8. 4초 8.
Nice draw.
Nice draw. We have a tie game. Lee ties it up. 2-2 after 3.
So, question for you, Dan. All the teams have pre-game practice. Are they drawing for hammer?
They are. So teams will have practice. They will get to throw the set of rocks that they're using to the away end and then back to the home end. And then their designated thrower, which seems to always be the person throwing fourth or throwing last for the team, will go and draw with the person closest to the pin, getting hammer.
And for bonspiels, can that be the same person for every draw, or do they have to make sure that every member on the team has a?
No, in this particular competition, it can be the same person on every draw. And interesting, if you cover the pin here, if both teams cover the pin, of course you can't measure it; it's a 0. What they do is a player then has to throw a second shot, and it can be anyone on the team. It's usually going to be the same person, but you don't get sweepers on that second throw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a new rule.
It's the same system that the slams use, and so that's why it was introduced here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's different than our provincial playdown.
It
rules.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's different than the Curling Canada format or World Federation.
And what's the reasoning behind that?
I think it ultimately has to do with just time. I think
Okay.
you got some of these teams so good that they can pin multiple shots, and
Right.
it's just like okay, we don't want to be here forever just to determine who's going to have hammer in the first end. Let's keep it moving. We got a busy schedule here, so.
So a comment from Jay Merchant. Thanks for streaming. 30 Canadian law students watching from Bong. It's cut off the screen. Bong University on the Gold Coast in Australia. See you in a week, Okotoks.
야, 핸들도 조금 확실히 줄게.
Yeah.
In a week. Well.
Jay, maybe you can clarify what that means.
Yeah.
Apparently you're headed our direction.
Also, it would be Saturday morning there.
웨이 진짜 좋아.
And when I was listing the countries that were here, I realized the one I missed. I knew there was one I missed. It was New Zealand. Of course, a team from New Zealand here.
Not bad.
Which team would that be?
That was Team Hood. They have been eliminated. And there's an example of a team that's spending a lot of time in Calgary. So 3 of the 4 full-time players are spending, I'm not sure exactly how long, but I want to say somewhere between a month or 2 here in Calgary. And kind of hitting some of the local spiels. A bit of an unfortunate outcome. One of the players had to have an emergency appendectomy while they were here, so got to experience the Canadian healthcare system.
No better place
he's here
to have it than
spectating,
here.
and they found a spare. He's hoping that he can be on the ice in some capacity soon.
아웃턴. 안 보이잖아. 아웃턴.
And as you see, we got rocks in play. Neither team shying away from starting off with a lot of rocks in play.
붙어야 돼. 다섯. 네, 셋, 다 돼.
So different strategy.
뒤지면 하면 돼.
As opposed to putting up the corner guard, they chose to come around and freeze on shot rock.
Yeah, Parent did, and I think it's Ryan just seems comfortable loading up the 4-foot, putting a lot of rocks right into the middle. This is what I said. His game against Cooey, every end looked like a skins game.
And again, that kind of depends on the skill level or skill set that you have on your team. If you have somebody that can clean up, then it's, plugging up that 4-foot is not as scary as what it could be.
We have someone pointing out in the comments that the New Zealand team is actually staying at a retirement residence while they're here, because that's one of their sponsors. Quite interesting scenario there, and we actually had a lot of residents from that home come and watch their game yesterday. So. That was exciting. Again, this is the curling world. This is what curling does. You know, you have people from around the world, different cultures, different countries, with something in common.
I find it fascinating how those connections come about. Like, how would they get connected to that retirement?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how that one unfolded. I'm sure there's a story behind it. Trying to run that in and just peeled off the guard.
셋, 타이트하게 나오면 돼요, 형, 이거. 그래도 줘야 돼요. 너무 길면 돌려쳐요, 아들이. 타이트하게 셋. 개수 가야 돼. 웨이트는 재범이야. 재범이야 개수가. 하열 제이비. 하열 재범이 형. 오우 쏘리. 쏘리. 아. 더블 나와도 이거 맞아. 이게 맞아 더블이.
Over on sheet one between Faye and Zhao, there was a big measure going on. They had to measure a rock multiple times. It looks like they've made a determination. Don't know what the result of it was, but they seem to have come to an agreement.
여기.
Those are both teams from China.
1, 3. 아니야 우리 1, 2. 1, 2야. 타이트하게 셋. 괜히 이렇게 왔다가 이거 나와.
And maybe you want to do a recap on what's happening on the other sheets?
Yeah, over on sheet 6, between Libis and Yanagasawa, we got a tie game. Tie game after 3 ends. They were tied at 3. Over on sheet 5, between Cap and Morizuma. Cap's got definitely in control of the game there. He's up 5-1. And then on sheet 4, we have Kui versus
정민이 준비해줘.
Goosens.
정민이
Goosens
준비해.
is up 3-1 in that game.
Which is a bit of a dark horse.
Yeah, you know, team from New Zealand. New Zealand. Jeez. Pardon me, Netherlands. And, you know, they are a top 20 team in the world. We did see them play earlier today on the live stream. They did very well. Kleider versus Jakes. We got Jakes with a 1-point lead after 3 ends. And then in the phase-out game, we're just waiting for them to post the result of that big measure that happened there. They're in the 5th end. They were tied after 3. We don't know the result of the 4th end. So waiting for that to come in. All right, we've got a double made by Team Parent.
They're chipping away at things, this Parent team.
짧은 게 나아 이거. 길면 안 돼요.
You know, we talked about Ryan and how he loves to play these complicated ends. He's actually quite a chess player, I've learned. He loves strategy games. Yeah. Apparently plays his dad a lot at board games and beats him quite often. His dad was here watching him, so I guess that's where.
Does Dad agree with that he beats him?
I don't know. We might have to check with Mr. Fair and see what he says there, but.
와 효준아. 와 효준. 많이 들어 여기. 정말 많아.
So Kim is going to have to be pretty precise with some of these shots, or they will leave the double.
Okay.
That's not where he wanted that rock. It definitely sets up an opportunity for Parent. There's a double. You can sort of double and actually spin back up a bit. So if they hit the one that's from the overhead view, the one that's on the left, you hit that one just first, and it kind of goes on to the one that's on the center line and then spins back up Kind of hard to figure out exactly where they're going to end up, but you know you're going to get it heading in that direction, and you could end up with two rocks guarded
cover.
here. Yeah.
Yes.
If you do it just right. He's wide though right now, Tyler. He's coming a little wide. I don't think they're going to get the desired outcome here. Might get a hit and roll the other way. No, just straight on the nose. Tyler got a little wide there.
A little bit of a break for Team Lee for sure. They can now try for a double. Get themselves out of trouble.
이거까지 괜찮아. 한쪽만 하면 돼. 맞는데. 일로 와야 돼, 일로. 살짝만 와야 돼. 이거 안 건들려도 일단 이렇게 와야 돼. 10초. 이쪽으로 맞네. 일로 맞으면 뒤에 게 맞는다니까. 차라리 그냥 이렇게 빼놓고 쳐도 이렇게 살잖아. 예, 이거 아니면 이거예요.
I think they're a little concerned because, or you have to be a little careful because they're the yellow rock that's on the center line could take out their red rock if they're not careful.
Yeah, I'm not sure on what they ended up deciding to do here. Are they? I don't know if they're trying to get rid of both yellows or if they're
I don't believe they are.
Yeah, it'd be pretty tough to do that. So, is this a nose hit? Unfortunately, with not being familiar with their language, I can only guess. Yeah, yeah. You don't know if that's the call or if that's the tolerance, if that's their plan B shot. Over the top heel. It's not where they want it to be. Rolled a little too far there.
Nose is good, eh?
Again,
Use the double.
The momentum swung back in parents'
try and roll.
favor right now.
That's really precise. Nose is okay. Yeah, do we try this then? Yeah. You could. You just risk him freezing. Yeah. Like you'd probably want to play normal to roll it flatter, right? You could also. I don't think 10-5 ever rolls back here. Like it's always going to be above the line. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Even if we only get it here, it's pretty good, right? Where do you like it? Okay. Yeah.
So you heard the discussion there.
Yes, trying to roll behind those staggered rocks there. Bring 3 into play.
If they nose that, they would be leaving a double on their yellows.
Yes. Yeah, rolling away and just keeping the rock in the rings would be better than kind of just plunking it right on the nose and leaving it there. Oh, and that's not where he wanted to leave that.
No.
They'll be queuing up the double here. Of course, they still have to make it. This is not a gimme.
반. 40은 조금 얇다. 반.
Another jump shot.
인턴. 3, 40. 보자. 30까지 맞아.
This is a big shot for the Lee team. The parent in some trouble.
Yep.
It's going to be real close. And he's got the double there. And Ryan, with just one rock to come here, has been forced. Of course, he still has to make his shot. Okay, just looking for a control weight hit, nose hit, got a hit and stick. 2 shots Skip has to make is draw and hit and stick.
Trying
There's
to
a
make
hair
this curl.
wide. Might just roll a little too far. Is he going to hang on? It's real
Spin back,
close.
sweep that in.
And he's got it for one, yep.
Nice weight.
Parent forced to 1. While we wait for the 5th end to start, we do want to once again acknowledge our sponsors. Of course, we have ATB as the title sponsor of this event. We also want to thank Northern Matin Bridge, IHOP, Partners Development Group, and Aztec Safety. Without the contribution of our sponsors, events like this would not be possible.
So it looks like Faye won that measure over there.
They did, and
Up 3-1 on Zhao.
Zhao, yeah. We do have one result. Cap has defeated Morizumi over on sheet 5. We're just waiting for this event to get started. Looks like the teams have agreed to a short mid-game break here. It looks like our teams are getting ready to go here. Parent's going to be thrown first here, with them scoring, being forced to 1 there. 3-2 for Parent right now. Lee having hammer heading into this 5th end. Parent's going to call for that tight center, which is
Over on sheet 4, it looks like Cooey has a chance to maybe crack this game open a bit.
Amen.
looks like he got his 2 points there. Is that that just gets him to even here?
Oh, I didn't see the other
Yeah.
mark behind the pillar. Yes.
Yeah, from our vantage point, we can't quite read all the scoreboards.
Two perfect shots so far. Center guard, corner guard. Now draw behind that
Now we're
center.
coming around. We've been seeing that a lot this game. Those three, that sequence of shots.
Mm-hmm. Nice shot.
Nice shot. Looks like Lee is considering making a move on that rock.
하나 그냥 붙이고 가야 될 것 같아 지금은. 5. 넷으로 가야 돼 그럼. 와, 이 돌 이상하다. 이상하다.
That's gone already.
넘기지
Wow.
마.
They tried this once earlier and
놓자마자 바로 꺾였어.
ended up on this
Yeah.
similar
And
result.
I think
하는
it's,
건 얼마예요?
I got to believe it's just a throwing error here.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And they hog a
very
rock.
아,
Yeah.
노을다가 돌았어요 이미 돌이.
You know, I don't know. Maybe it was that little bit of a break they took at the
타가 돌이
fourth end.
넘어갔다.
You know, don't know. Maybe Ryan likes to take those fourth end breaks. You know, he's a big Tragically Hip fan. Maybe listen to a little tune on the iPod before he came back out. Got inspired. Although I think he doesn't like to admit how much of a Taylor Swift fan he is. Although they've been listening to some of that. Got a question there about who are some talented Alberta men's and women's teams to be on the lookout for this season. I'm still trying to figure that out, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's the last full day of summer.
yes, I was
And,
just going to say it's still September.
and I'm still trying to figure out who's playing with whom. But any suggestions there in the comments? Let's hear what people have to say. Who's going to be? Who are the teams to look out for? Who might be? You know. What do we think? Anybody want to make a prediction? Who's going to be representing Alberta at the Brier and the Scotties? And who might be there from Alberta as a wild card? Got a run back attempt here. Oh, got the top rock. That's a pretty good outcome.
Very nice. Yes.
All right. trying to come around to place that rock that got taken out. It's something just above the tee line, behind that guard.
Heavy.
Oh, someone.
Top 8. Just top. Just clean. It's over curling. Whoa. Clean. Okay. That's good. Shot. Yeah. Yeah, we could have swept that more at the start.
You heard the comment there. Could have swept it more. So maybe the sweepers just a little thought that was going to go a little farther than it did.
But Parent has had a very good grasp on draw weight this game,
Yes.
I think. There
Nice
is a
shot.
beautiful
Yeah,
shot.
great run back.
That is a turnaround for this end. And it's buried. Bonus points for that shot.
Yeah.
So run back double, and if very least try to peel off both.
Whoa!
James!
James! Straight! Maybe get the double. You're just popping those out too much.
So you heard the comment, popping it out?
Yes. Yeah, that's just the release. A little wide of the broom. Yeah. Yeah. Tyler will probably not be happy with himself from that. Yeah. Have to. He's got the mic on him. If you hear a sheesh come out of him, that's usually his indication that he's not happy with something. But yeah, it is hard to predict.
So what do you think of this call?
I think it's a good call. It's kind of, I mean, it does leave a double, but when you got a rock that's just, maybe touching center, just off center, it's kind of hard to split the house. You've been doing the best you can.
Yeah, I agree.
You could try to leave it higher in the house. The problem with that is that it leaves a hit and roll opportunity for the other team. Here they're gonna try the double. You do have some options here. If they make the double. Although Lee wouldn't mind blanking this end and taking hammer into 6.
Whoa! Ethan!
So I think it's a good call.
On.
Oh, so close.
Take it.
Now they can wrap around that corner guard.
So we have some people suggesting Skrillex on the women's side, Kui on the men's. You can't argue with those picks. Yeah, you have to go back a long time before Kui was eliminated from a provincial playdown.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean the times he hasn't won a provincial, he's either been Team Canada by winning the Brier or being at the Olympics.
And that's got to get frustrating as a curler in men's in Alberta.
Yeah.
To be faced with that every year.
Yeah.
Freezing pretty good. It's nice. Yep. Right here.
But on the other side of the coin, though, is I think it's really improved the men's curling.
Sounds good.
Oh, definitely.
That's good.
Bring it up to that level, and you play. You're only as good as who you play against, and Alberta has some terrific competition.
Okay.
And Lee split the house, shot rock guarded. Very good situation to score 2 here. It's putting the pressure on Ryan Parent. He's going to have to make.
Okay.
Is this a straight freeze?
Top
Corner
four,
freeze?
top 8.
Yeah. Top 4, top 8.
Try
There
to
you
get
go.
shot on the
Yep.
corner of it.
So he's just trying to be on the center line
That a little
side
too
of
much
that
ice? I don't know.
red rock that's in the top 8 foot
Should be
behind
okay.
cover. They're talking about Wade here.
Little less.
Oh, and he's changing the ice from the hack.
Felt a little down.
They felt a little down, but they're waiting on it.
Well then.
See,
It's good.
just starting to make its move.
No bounce. No bounce.
That's not.
No bounce.
Whoa. Let it sit. Curl.
Stop.
Pretty good.
It
Okay.
is shot rock, and it is.
Good thing I asked for that.
I think it's
It's-
almost wide open.
It's got just a edge buried from the hack.
But it's the right edge. The way those are lined
Yeah.
up.
어제 살짝 안쪽.
It's definitely accessible, but it's going to have to be extremely precise in weight and line. I'm guessing with that kind of ice, they're probably looking at a board, maybe a heavy board weight kind of shot. Well, that's more weight than I was expecting to see.
Well, they called it early, and now they're trying to make it curl. So
Can't hit this on the center line side. That's not what he wanted to do.
no. Bit of a
Snows
break
this
there
one.
for Parent.
I don't think he'll have.
He might, but I don't mind him trying it. Yeah.
It's going to be really flat.
I played this turn a couple times, but I don't mind either way. Actually, I think I like the intern. I've played this before, right?
Okay.
11-5.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
$11-5 on the nose.
11-5. So
It'd
just
be
nice.
a really flat double. I'd be surprised if he tried it. It might be there, but it'd be sketchy for him.
Eleven
Yeah,
five
this spot
is like
curled
board
a
weight.
couple ends ago, so
Yeah.
I guess it was the first end. Yeah.
There you go, Ryan Parent. Just sets that in-turn out a little bit. That's a natural part of his delivery.
Yep.
They're cleaning.
Clean.
You like when you hear that clean.
Clean. Just clean it in. Curl a bit. Curl a bit.
curl,
Curl a little.
curl,
Curl a little. Curl a little.
And that is the shot he wanted. There is a double potential there. You have to throw it really hard and be precise.
해보자.
They're looking at it.
된다.
You know, definitely the temptation is there, and there you see them sweeping that, cleaning the path behind that one rock, indicating, yeah, let's give it a go.
돼.
So they're going to go for it. Team.
I think it's a good opportunity. They
70. 두꺼우면 1점만 닦게.
I'm curious if this is their forte.
Well, We're going to find out here in a moment, here, Glennis.
Being a junior team, you kind of stereotype them that they like the big weights.
Yeah.
But
The way to miss this is by hitting that rock fat. You know,
Right,
hitting it a
and
little
stay
thick. As
flat.
long as you don't hit it thin, you're no worse off. You're not going to roll out by hitting it too thick. And yeah, he's definitely got the way for it. They're calling the line. It's going to be close. Might come off the back of that one. And got it. Great shot for
beautiful
two.
shot.
Great shot by Lee. So, don't know if it's their forte, but it was a very well executed shot. Lee goes up 4-3 over Parent after 5. You know, and you heard Ryan say he was happy to kind of let him try it. Wanted to give him the opportunity to see, force him to do it, and he responded. And we start the 6th end here right away. Lee calling for the tight guard. Gets the tight center.
That's pretty much where his berm was.
Yep, and you got to imagine Ryan wants to score this end.
Halfway.
He's calling for the
All right,
corner
you
guard,
got
so
it.
different than his approach a couple ends ago. I don't know if that's dictated by the end of the game, because now it's the 6th end, or if that was a decision he made because it didn't work out as well as he had hoped last time. Never quite sure.
Can't.
Okay, whoa now.
Tight.
Yeah, just let it stop, James.
I got
Whoa, baby.
I'm not sure if I clicked that right. I got a 15-7.
Whoa, baby. Beauty.
Let's see if we can get another one here. Might, could be a
That's
little
huge.
faster out to the wings, as the not used as much this late in the game. Well, we'll see again. And here's a straight draw attempt. Come right around the guard. Now this second shot by the Parent team will sort of dictate how aggressive they want to be. If they're really aggressive on scoring multiple points, they'll throw a second guard up, but if they
Corner freeze on that shot
Yeah.
rock.
Sure.
Or go
Yeah.
behind their
Yeah.
corner and completely ignore everything.
You got it.
Top 12. Line's good. Top 12. Yep. Yep. Hard. Oh, wow.
Just a little bit light with this weight.
Yep.
And they're losing this.
Again, they're risk
James.
of ticking that, but
Yeah,
if
keep
it's
it on the center, I guess.
Okay.
It's not terrible.
Is that
no,
like the
it does kind of line them up for the run back. Actually, if you could place the rock there, it's a very difficult shot to call, but it's a good outcome. Nose hit on that yellow rock and with some firm weight, and probably losing both reds there. So Lee may want to
juggle things around, or he's calling for the short guard?
He's calling for the short guard. I don't think that makes the shot any more difficult, really. I think you need to move him, as you said.
This is short, though.
May end up getting it, even though he didn't call that. Yeah, I think this is the call here. Just
Or that. I like this.
yeah, I think you want to deal with those rocks on the center line right
Just
now.
stuff, though. It looks to me like it stuffs.
They're worried that it's going to run back
Oh,
and
this.
jam.
I don't mind it. We like. This is lined up for them, though, is the issue. I think I like this. I think with 8-5, we either lose our shooter or it jams.
Talking about weight, James asked for an
8-5 might
8-5,
be okay.
referring to the hog-to-hog time on the rock. That's a pretty firm.
No, I think this is the weight.
Looks like Ryan wanted a little less weight than what James was suggesting. There was some separation on those guards, so it's not an automatic right now.
9-5 is the weight call.
Clean. Whoa. Tyler.
This is not gonna.
Oh my God.
This was just too wide. That was not a good outcome.
Yeah, I don't know why I moved the brew. It was also 9.
A little overthrown by the sounds of it.
Yes.
여기 중간. 둘반. 라인 그대로. 라인 그대로. 라인 괜찮아 이제. 웨이트만. 넘기면 오. 라인 오버컬이야 유준아. 넘기면 오.
Calling for the high guard here.
그대로. 두면 돼.
Ryan's gonna have to
조금 더 줘야 될 것 같아.
do a little bit of
너무
cleanup
약하다,
here.
그거.
Yes, he's got his work cut out from him. That guard's a little high, but it is effective.
We have some Kui Goskin game. We have some turnarounds here. Goskin back in the lead, up 6-4 over Kui
8-5.
playing the sixth end.
Yep. Whoa, Ethan. Street. Ethan.
Double attempt here.
Hard.
Not a double, but it does open up the 8-foot.
안 물었어. 다섯. 깊으면
And,
별로예요 이거. 짧아도 돼.
Blank is looking less and less likely here, so I think Parent is now probably thinking, well, I really want to score. Make sure you get one and see if you can generate 2 here.
여섯 바이트. 다섯 샷. 다섯 좋아. 웨이트만.
Looks like he may have been just a little inside of the broom as he threw this. The sweepers are on it right away. They're doing their job to hold that up. They're also sweeping for weight. This is a dual purpose sweep here.
So way to throw that, though. You do not want to be behind that tee line.
may see. I think Ryan's kind of looking to see if he can see enough of that red rock that's on the right side. I don't know. He's going. Looks like he's going straight for the throwing rock there. Hack weight.
At most.
At most, so they can't see much from the other end.
I think though, with if they throw just hack weight,
let's make it
should be fine. And
hack weight.
That's a long guard, and that rock is half exposed. It should be fine.
Oh.
Set it out a little bit.
Clean. Ethan!
There, he's asking for it to curl.
Ethan! Street!
They might play plan B.
Yeah, looking
here,
at plan B.
Freeze it.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay,
that's quite pretty interesting. I mean, it does leave red shot. However, it's in the open.
And second shot is solid.
Yeah.
깊은 거 별로. 방금 위치까지 좋아요. 야샷. 좀 가까이 가야겠네. 탑. 네. 조금. 라인 괜찮아. 튀어. 튀어. 라인 컬.
This one is out there a little farther.
잡아.
And they got to be careful and set up the double, and they did stop that just in time there.
Do I have it? No, this one's higher. Same weight, just through.
So asking for the same weight. See if he adjusts the
little
broom
rest,
here.
but not as much handle.
And you hear Ryan referring to not as much handle. That means not quite as much rotation.
Which means it will curl more.
Yes. And that's what a lot of the high-level curlers are doing. They'll have multiple release styles.
Clean, hard.
Depending on the shot at hand.
Clean, clean.
And you can see this one's taking
Clean.
Very different path. It is curling a lot more.
Hard.
And it will finish harder
hard.
with that less rotation.
Keep going. Oh, he's just really light.
And he was light, but
okay.
They're building. They're in building mode right now.
yeah, there's a lot of things can happen still in this end. At the moment, Perrin has a shot for 3. So Lee has to keep that in mind.
상대한테 더블을 줘야 돼 지금. 가드보단 딱 이 위치. 지금 이 위치를 하고 얘들한테 이걸 롤 줘야 돼. 하고 그다음 우리가 이렇게 넘어가서 가야 돼. 프리즈 해도 상대가 더블 했더니 뒤에 걸 롤 가도 여기? 거기 되게 안 돼.
So what would you call here, Dan?
I think that it's a little tricky.
I personally like the corner freeze on that top yellow.
난 지금 이 위치가 제일 좋을 것 같거든.
That is an option. Right now, Perrin's out is that rock that's in the right side of the forefoot as we look at the overhead shot.
Yeah, I'm not. It's so flat. I don't know that he can.
Well, it's a thinner
make that
shot,
double.
but yeah, that's a shot for 3 right now.
너 자신 있는 걸로 가, 유준아. 그러면 깔끔하게 갈 거면 지금 이거야.
So you kind of have to pick your poison here. Do you guard that one that's in the corner? Perhaps let Ryan, but then you're leaving him a easier
Easy
shot to
shot.
get
That's
in
right.
for 2. But if you corner freeze to that top yellow, the same result. He can still play the double. I think the double, while it is a very rewarding shot, it is probably a more difficult shot. So
And
I think
it would be just for 1 because the odds of you sticking your shooter
Yeah.
and your corner freeze is going to come in for second play.
The only thing is, if Lee corner freezes now, and then Ryan does make that double and sticks it, Ryan is sitting 2 behind cover. So.
Mm-hmm. So we're not sure what they decided here.
Well, they're coming.
I think even if they're a little bit short of the corner freeze, though, they guard their shot rock. They're taking away the most simple shot for a parent.
It looks like they're not even that comfortable with this.
They're still debating at the other end. There are no time clocks here, so that's not a worry.
No. As the ice maker here, that's not. Sometimes we wish we could have them, but the only reason they're not is logistically. It's a lot of work. Although, to be fair, these teams haven't been particularly slow. They're just having a long discussion here, and this is a crucial time.
So it's always a good thing when there's lots of discussion in the hack for the last thrower to come back down and just affirm that everybody's on the same page. That
난 어찌 봤을 때 근데 이게 제일 왜 대체 이걸 가려야 될 거 아니야. 일단 뒤쪽 포지션이라 한들 애들 롤은 이 라인에 가볍게 따고 와야 되잖아. 근데 까딱 하나 잘못 건드려 버리면 이거 2개만 나가 버리면 얼마나 보이는데 이거? 올 거면 이걸로 와야 돼. 대신 오면 앵글이 나와. 트리플이 왔을 때 치고 롤이 나와서 할 게 없어. 그러면 그때 아니 근데 효준이가 지금 그걸 얘기하고 있어요. 네.
Kim's getting quite passionate about his shot selection, but we just can't understand what that is.
No.
자 여기 바로
Looks like the final motion was to actually freeze onto their own rock.
Oh, you think that's what they're calling?
I think so. There were a few broom slaps there, but I think that's where the final one went.
라인은 좋다. 웨이트! 웨이트! 라인 괜찮아. 천천히 와요. 웨이트 겟! 라인 겟! 죽고 있어! 라인 정말 좋아요. 형 좀 더 와야 돼. 더 와야 돼. 형 조금만 더. 조금만 더.
So they have frozen to the top yellow. And parent is going to attempt.
Just normal.
Attempt the double.
Attempt the double here.
Just straight hit it.
Could just straight hit
He's
this
had
one,
lots of
too.
time
Now they're
to,
talking about straight hitting that.
That one's not going to count anymore, so. But I don't know. I mean, we're not going to be buried, though, right?
Yes, with the corner
I mean,
freeze,
this is
the
a
best they
better
can
result, but it's harder, right?
is a two.
Yeah.
It's a better result, but it's harder. If you do this, he's going to have something back. And then.
Yeah, I think that's probably better, actually.
Yeah, I think this is like not.
And we can hit a thick and roll here, too, still, right?
Yeah.
Guards, we have like an
10-5
or something.
I think you could even throw like 10-5, honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
Like you don't need to. You only need to move this like to here, realistically, right?
Yeah, I don't mind 10-5. I think I like 10-5.
Yeah.
10-5. That's a control weight.
Yeah.
10-5 half rock.
You think so?
Maybe.
Is it pretty straight here?
10-5 is nice because we have a better chance of sticking it on the.
Yeah, you're not going to roll over the top of that other rock.
Right.
Obviously, if you hit it very thin, you could roll behind
Out
it.
the back door,
but you're not going to
yes.
over roll on a 10-5. Just the angle of the rock will. You know, you're either going to hit it too thick and you're going to stay around, or you're going to roll into the rock.
Half rock with the intern. It's about half rock. We can hit it thick and roll too. We just won't be shot. We do that. Oh, not too though.
Not calling a lot of ice for this. I mean, I know you're just trying to hit half the
Clean.
rock.
Yep. Clean. Clean. Yep.
Thought he would still want more ice, and they're calling it.
Hard. You gotta go. Hard. Gotta go.
He's hit this too thin.
Sit. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That worked.
I think it was just, I think he didn't
Not
give
enough
himself
ice.
enough ice.
Yes, they called clean out of his hand. So it was well thrown.
Yeah.
근데 우리 걸로 지금 이거는 지금 때려도 돼. 많이 안 보이면 효준아. 여기로 오자. 뭐 컨트롤 노멀. 10초.
Now you can put the pressure on him.
살짝 이게 밀리는 게
Sit
좋아.
3 or guard your shot rock. Interesting. I had a conversation earlier today with a coach of one of the teams that are here, and her comment to her team was they have to recognize that there's not just one right shot for every shot, that there's multiple shots that you can call, and ultimately it's what you make.
Yeah.
Is the right
Calling
shot.
the shot you're going to make is usually preferred.
Yes. She was struggling because her team was playing by the book, and sometimes there's other options than what the book tells you.
In the Fei Zhao game, we're tied coming home with Fei having hammer. So exchanged quite a few points there. Lead has changed hands there, so tie game coming home. Yeah, and a great shot there.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, I
Sitting
think
3.
Yeah. Can do that ba-bang, boom.
Sitting 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drawing, though.
Ryan joked about a triple for 2 briefly there, but I don't think anybody really thought that he was going to do that.
Same weight. Okay.
Well, clutch draw needed here.
This is what you pay your skip the big bucks for.
Yeah, we said two shots skips have to make.
Although I don't know if the skips ever see those big bucks.
Yeah. Well, they get a lot of the credit, you know. They refer to the team as their name.
That's true.
It's like they get the name. So here we go, Ryan. What do you got?
Running hot.
They're calling it a little heavy.
No backing.
Good.
Line's good. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line.
That is breaking
Hard
hard.
line.
and
Gotta
it's
go.
losing
Gotta go
the
hard.
weight.
Gotta go.
Gotta go,
Keep
gotta
going.
go.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Roll in.
Oof.
Yeah.
And that was a steal at 2, and they just
I would say that's sweeping.
that was
error.
sweeping. Yeah. Sweepers let that up. I mean, could have easily at least
They were calling
cut
hot,
them.
and then
Yeah.
it ended up maybe top 4.
So a sweeping error there. It definitely cost apparently at least 1 there. Could have outcounted the one that they rubbed off of there.
세 개지. 세 개면은 들어.
Yes.
Yeah, parent
If they
down
hadn't
3.
called that
Yeah.
was hot, they could have called line a little sooner. Such a team sport to get all the moving pieces to come together.
좀 헤비기네.
So Lee is now up 3 and in control here. Heading into 7.
라인 괜찮아. 라인 괜찮아. 웨이트.
So there's another draw tonight at 7:30. If anybody in Okotoks is looking for something to do. I understand there's going to be a DJ upstairs tonight, and
Could be some fun times
some
up
fun
there.
times.
Yeah.
That's right.
Another reason just to come down.
Yes.
The Okotoks Curling Club and the ATB
It looks
Classic.
light. Looks light hard.
It's cut.
Yeah, we gotta go. Gotta go.
I don't know if we're getting her over. Maybe.
All right.
So I've just moved to Okotoks, and I'm looking forward to playing in this club next year.
Oh, excellent. Oh, we look forward to having you here.
And by the looks of the ice, it's going to be fun. We're playing the
sorry.
7th end, and still lots of movement in the ice.
Or do you want to play that way?
Still running 15 seconds.
Let's go that way.
Team Parent having their struggles here.
Back in on that side.
Half tight.
3, 2, 3.
A little tight.
Gotta go wait.
Yep.
Just past the asterisk.
Yep.
Just past the asterisk. Where would that be?
I think they're referring to our sponsor, the Aztec sign there. Aztec, one of the sponsors,
Okay.
making
Got it.
this event possible. I'd like to thank them, along with our other sponsors.
3.
It's a good time to acknowledge them.
맥시멈 3으로 할게. 2, 2반.
You know, we have IHOP.
I believe IHOP a new sponsor this year.
You know, I don't know. I can't answer that. We have Partner Development Group,
라인은 저하고 와야 돼.
and of course,
라인 타이트해. 라인 타이트해.
Northern Mat
라인.
and Bridge,
효준이만.
and our title sponsor, ATB.
And couldn't do it without
Whoa.
all of those companies participating and
Whoa.
hopefully they appreciate the recognition that they are getting.
Yeah.
It's one thing that has changed in curling as you see these teams, they look like race car drivers with all the sponsors on their jackets.
Yeah.
It's great to see.
Yeah, they have their sponsors that as we talked about in the earlier stream, to make this possible takes time and money. There's entry fees, there's travel, there's hotels, time off work.
Yeah, so what did you say? How many international teams?
We have 11. 11 out of the 24. So almost half the field is are non-Canadian.
And you're going to be seeing some of these teams at the Briars, so good time to come down and see them in person.
Yes. I mean, here you look at the dynamic you have here. You have world champions, you have Olympic gold medalists, and they're on the ice with a junior team from Korea that we weren't even sure was going to show up. I mean, that's the wonderful part about these kind of events.
It is, and these are great events for these.
That's pretty good.
This junior team
I think
will
it's either
come away from
this
this weekend having
or
learned
this
so
double.
much, and
But then that
just
opens
the
this
option
one up.
and possibility to be able
I think
to
we
compete
dropped
against
one.
these teams.
I like that. Let's make it.
Top 4 team.
Yeah, it will be.
So we got something building here again.
Little tight. Yep.
Top.
Yep.
Weight's real good.
Clean.
Weight good.
Clean.
Heavy. Oh, little heavy.
Mine's
Weight's
good.
real. Little hot.
Whoa. Sit. Whoa. Sit. Nice.
Good.
All right, we have
It's a nice shot.
a couple of rocks on top of the forefoot. Although for our parent, although Lee is still shot, but parent getting a lot of rocks in play. Would love to score 3 this end and come home tied. I mean, still would still have to steal, but
You mentioned earlier that Parent is a chess player.
yes.
And it's obvious he has patience.
진짜 약간 이쪽도 괜찮지? 진짜 약간 이쪽. 아웃턴으로 가야 돼, 아웃턴. 노멀. 오케이. 약해. Yep. 약해. Yep.
Run back attempt here. Looking to go red into the yellows.
I think he's close.
All right.
웨이트가 너무 이지하다, 형 이거.
Got rid of 1 yellow. That's going
So
1 at a
moves
time works well for Lee here.
Like the intern.
Lee would probably hand parent
Forward?
a single
Yeah.
point right
Can you
now.
that turn?
Come home.
Yeah, we'll do.
Come home up 2 with. And they can afford to give up 2.
Is that enough with hack? That should be enough
Yes,
ice, eh?
comfortable position
like
for
this
Lee
ice?
to be in.
What do you guys think?
but with this free guard zone, you never feel 100%
Should be good. Throw it.
And they're looking to go through the port here and come across the face. So they want to. They need to cross center line, make contact with that
Clean.
red rock.
Yep.
It's just quiet. They don't even need to
Hard.
remove red from right out of the rings.
Hard, hard,
They just
hard,
want
hard,
it
hard.
behind tee. And that's what they've got. And they've rolled far enough that they can't double the yellows there.
우리도 핵! 밤!
It's a nice angle on those yellows.
밤! 웨이트 좀 세게! 아! 컨트롤러 안 되네, 컨트롤러! 예, 이거 가면 1, 2, 3! 오케이! 컨트롤 좀 셀 것 같긴 한데, 범퍼로 괜찮을 것 같아. 10초! 오케이! 근데 안 보여! 범으로 할래? 범! 상관없어! 범퍼는 컨트롤 할 수 있긴 해! 공간이 근데 나는 웨이트 좀 있는 걸로 오고 싶어. 오케이. 범퍼는 무릎 스쳐야 돼가지고. 오케이. 어차피 철 시킬게 그럼. 좀.
Tap back on the yellow, is that what they're calling?
I think they're trying to remove yellow. I think it's just a quiet, straight hit, just based on the ice and the circumstance. I would imagine that's what they're calling. They're definitely throwing a sort of control weight hit, but they don't. That's looks like they've got a good beat on that, and oh, there you go on that.
I like that, yeah.
I think you might see a quiet hit and roll. I'm surprised they're motioning that way and not trying to go in front of those other.
Yeah, probably. Well,
front of those other reds there.
This way.
Yeah, I think that's the way
That's
you want to
really
roll.
Hard. They're both pretty hard.
Well, you got
this way they have
this
this
way.
draw, which I don't like. This way they have to come wide. If they bounce off, then it's good.
I need like normal to roll this way.
I mean, you might even be able to do this.
I like normal.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room, so you can't play this too delicate because of
I'm
where
seeing
the
normal.
guards are.
I think control, you might even be able to bump this.
I don't.
Control.
Yeah,
you know,
I like that.
This or that.
Normal.
Well, Tyler's saying normal, but Ryan's asking for control. So I don't know if I don't know if they're on the same page on this shot.
Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Yes.
Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Hard.
Hard.
Ethan. Hard. Hard.
And that's a good shot.
That's a great shot.
It's a good shot. Yellow sitting one for sure. I think they're sitting two. I don't know it.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb and say yes.
Looks like they are. So sitting two right now. They got the inside edge of shot rock behind cover.
노지야? 오케이. 좋은 것 같아. 플레이! 10초! Yep! Hard!
They've overcurled on this turn a few times.
They're going hard on this.
I think they got it by.
And they did. Right on nose.
Great shot.
Just we try to get.
The issue is this one's rolling back in.
Yeah, I think we do this even. I think it's gonna be hard. They might just pick it out and then we get 2.
Yeah, I like that.
Anything hacker board.
Whatever
Board. I'll look from down there, but let's say board. I don't know. They just rolled quite a bit.
So a little hit and roll and use theirs for backing.
Just roll in front of onto the backing to the left with board. Just roll a rock to the left, and it should be hard for them to hit it out. If we roll under, we're gonna jam, and then we'll only be seeing 1. So, yeah, just board. They're just curled a lot here. Yeah. Clean.
Opportunity to sit 2.
Oh. Clean.
Yeah, trying to sit 2, and
This is going to have to curl a
oh,
long
he
way.
has got this way wide. He's just going to pick that off. I
Gotta go,
think.
gotta go. Curl.
Sit.
Right?
Ah.
Yeah.
Just rolled too far.
You know.
And
Okay.
little decision here by Lee. They could try to pick off the yellow
치자.
and sit 3.
치자. 근데 이거 확실히 형 잠깐만요. 이거 보이지 않아, 효준아? 레드만 하지 않아? 레드. 잠깐 갈게. 컨트롤. 최대한 두껍게 할게. 10초 충분히 되죠, 효준아. 붙어있지? 많이 붙어있지? 헤드 하나 안 돼. 왜냐면 맞고 센터로 가면 우리한테 더 이득이니까. 맞고 센터로 갈 수밖에 없어. 센터로 가면 A를 A를 이걸로 하고 B를 이걸로.
What would you call here?
예. 근데 최대한 좀 두껍게 맞아야 돼 이거. 최대한 두껍게.
I think this is a hard shot that they're calling.
Yeah, it's not
they're-
as
if they're
easy as it
playing the-
looks because
the run back.
there is
Yeah.
a guard in play there.
Straight ice.
The other option is they could just draw into the 4-foot, top 4-foot, and really put some pressure on parent.
Whoa. Yep.
Yes. They're electing to hit here, just play elimination. Of course, they won't get it.
Whoa.
And got it.
Well,
Parent be forced to 1. He's trying to
the
see,
pocket.
he's saying, hey, might as well
there.
try this.
I think we have to play it right.
They're going to try the high risk
Is it? I don't know.
triple.
Yeah,
probably not.
Well, maybe not.
I don't think that's.
Does the 6 just go into the 1?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they just have a draw for 1.
Yeah, I think we lose the 1 probably.
Yeah, I don't think the triple is there.
What's the easiest draw? 1. Nose this, draw here. Draw through
Wide
the
draw
hole.
is probably the easiest.
Wide draw? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a little bit more than that. Okay.
I'm going to get a clock on this because I don't think we've seen a broom out that far yet.
Okay. 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 Sure.
We're out there. Yeah.
All you.
Hard then. Gotta go. Gotta
We
go.
have
Gotta
another result here.
go. Hard.
Dow
Hard.
has
Hard. Hard.
defeated Fay.
Hard. Good game, guys. Good game. Yeah.
There you
And
go.
Parent is conceding.
Just got
So
out
Lee, the young Koreans,
got out in some tougher stuff out there.
yeah, have ended the event for Team Parent. So just some other results. We're playing the 8th end. Kleider is up 3 on Jake's coming home. Jake says hammer in that game. Cooey's playing the 8th end. Yeah, Cooey's playing the 8th end. He is got hammer, but no, sorry.
No, he's down one
Yeah,
without.
he's down 1 without against Goskins. And we have Libis is up 1, playing 7 against Yanagasawa. All right, we are going to end this stream. You'll have to follow Scores Online if you want to find out the results of those games, but we'll be back a little after 7:30 with the next game here at the Okotoks Curling Club at the ATB.
I think it's great to be
Classic. Of
partnered
course,
with
we
another
are in
Alberta-based
the greater
company who
Okotoks
shares a
area.
lot of the same values and beliefs as us.
Consider coming by the
Our
club.
team's looking to
See if they
represent
can
not
get
only
games
Alberta,
here.
but
Thank
Canada.
you for tuning
and
in.
I think just the privilege of being able to wear the red and white and put on that maple leaf is definitely what we're chasing, and hopefully that for us means a couple of world championships and culminating in the 26 Olympics in Italy. I think you need to be active and engaged in your community. You need to be a positive model for all the kids coming up, playing whatever sport they're competitive in. And I think all of us on this team are really striving to be, not only good teammates to each other on the ice, but hopefully also real good ambassadors for curling and sport as a whole off the ice.
They have a great family there and a great team. A lot of the same qualities that we have, just teamwork, working hard to get the job done, and helping out each other along the way. So I think that as we continue to work with ATB over the next 4 years, you're going to see a lot of those qualities come through in our curling team.
The people at ATB have been great to me. I've met a whole whack of them over the last 9 seasons. Great people, they do a ton of stuff in the communities. They brought me into a lot of local communities as well, where I've got to meet even some of their clients and brand representatives.
We feel very fortunate to be partnered with a company that gives so much to Alberta and small town Alberta, being born and raised here in this wonderful province, and being partnered with a brand like them means the world to me. Being able to be involved with a company that gives so much to the grassroots. Even during the COVID years, they created 2 World Curling Tour events that we could play in. And just seeing their passion to give back to this wonderful province is one of the reasons we feel so fortunate to be partnered with them.
Aztec safety. This must be the place, boys.
This is about right. Looks like this is where the engineers hang out. Nice spot.
Here's something else that's cool under pressure.
Great tour, but where's our man Brett?
I don't know. All right, normally he's bailing me out. Roll reversal, baby, there he is. Rescue mode.
putting out fires for these guys already.